go get him again.
Welcome back to the Robezoid channel. I'm your host, Mark, and on the docket today we have an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Britney Spears. Yes, the celebrity fragrance on my YouTube channel. It's not often that we do a celebrity. I think the last one was like Paris Hilton, but this Fragflex haul has a couple coming in. I think I have a Ronaldo one coming up. You know, I've done my fair share of celebrity fragrance. I think I've done Tim McGraw. There's some pretty decent ones. You know, you got to dig. This brand, this Britney Spears line, very popular. Anything Britney Spears at that time, that time frame, sold like hotcakes, and the fragrances themselves just as well. This one is the first of a whole bunch of flankers of Fantasy. I got this one. Obviously, it's a tester, no cap. It came with a generic box. This time I got rid of the box. So this one, cute little ball. It looks like something that would go in someone's Christmas tree, to be quite honest. But yeah, this is a first on my channel. So Paris Hilton, first and foremost, is the one that I did just recently. It's very vivid in my mind. It surprised me about a month ago. Can Britney do the same here? We'll see. These celebrity scents usually go into this whole fruity floral thing. Very fruity, synthetic, almost teenager-like, because that is the kind of the demographic of what they're trying to sell to. So Paris Hilton did not go that way with that fragrance that I sniffed. So let's sniff this one. Let's see what it's, and it's a first on my channel. Britney Spears, nothing. This is the first. So if you just stumble upon me, hey, appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button while you're at it. To my returnees, smash the like button, please. Merci beaucoup. I much appreciate all your support, obviously. Merci from the bottom of my heart. So let's delve into Britney Spears Fantasy. Let's take a look at the note breakdown first. In the note breakdown, when I'm looking at this, first of all, fruity floral, perhaps, but there is some interesting notes here. Cupcake. So yeah, there is stuff like this in the celebrity aisle. You got white chocolate, which is interesting. Don't expect a Coromandel here from Chanel. That is to my real fragrance heads. They'll get that joke. Maybe we will. You never know. The top note's got kiwi. So that's interesting. And the famed lychee. That fruit is everywhere. I think ever since I've done this Fragflex haul, I've seen that note probably at least half a dozen times already. In the men's aisle, you never see this thing. So it's super popular in the women's aisle, apparently. So this was released back in 2005. So let's sniff this one. We'll put it on strip first, and then we'll put it on skin. Let's see what we get. And again, this is super popular. So some people are going to, they're going to stumble upon this video. Never heard of me. And this has been their signature, and they're going to defend it. Hopefully it's good. We'll see. Atomizer is weak sauce. This is not a good atomizer. It's okay, but it's not great. So let's delve into it. Let's smell this one. No. Oh, no. This is sweet. This is really sweet. This smells like candy up top. So it smells like Kool-Aid powder that just got wet. Just a little. It's still granular, and you can smell the synthetic fruitiness, like the red kind. It's going red. I guess cotton candy would also be a good imagery as well. Ooh. This is teenager written all over it. Teenager, starter fragrance, you know, bargain bin, you know, you get your little girl this fragrance for her first fragrance. I can see that. There's nothing wrong with that, right? You know, I started with Swiss Army, classic, back in the 90s, you know. That's where I started. That, and when Hilfiger was popping, I got the first Tommy bottle, the square one. Or rectangular one, sorry. Then I went to CKB, I think. So, oh yeah, this is, whew. So if I had to pick a note, I'm gonna go lychee with it, just because it's going red on me. A little kiwi action, but really, I'm a little kiwi. Like once it initially burns off as cotton candy, it really hits you on the strip. On skin, it's not too bad actually. It's not as potent as far as the sweetness. It's still sweet. It's teenager fragrance, starter fragrance, absolutely. So I'm not giving it extra flowers or saying, "Oh no, I'm wrong." No, this is absolutely cotton candy-ish, like almost Kool-Aid. That's what it's reminding me of, the red Kool-Aid that is still granular, and you can kind of smell a little bit of that. There's no powderiness, but I think you get my imagery. Candied cotton candy. But yeah, so on here, it's much tamer. Yeah, the fruits are doing their thing. A little bit of a sweet vanilla, like it's saying cupcake. I'm going vanilla. And that's it. That's all I'm getting. Like there's orris in here apparently. Iris? No. Woods? Nope. Musk? Probably in the back end. It's way too sweet right now. That musk is just getting mussed out by the sweetness. White chocolate? Pff, man, no. It's vanillic. Cupcake? Yeah, maybe like the icing on top of the cupcake, which is vanilla. Yeah. And the orchid, which is in here, let's pop that in. Orchid is vanilla. So there you go. There's your creaminess, that vanillic aspect. Jasmine, maybe a little floral aspect, but oh, that sweetness. The kiwi and lychee is prominent. Yeah. So at the end of the day, a starter fragrance, yeah. Teen fragrance, yeah. You gotta like your gourmands. You gotta like very sweet fragrances, candy-like, almost dessert-like. Like the people that like, what are those called? The burnt sugar fragrances. Why is that? Pink sugar. There you go. People that like stuff like that will like stuff like this. I think this is more of it has a little more going. Pink sugar has a lot of just like overdrive sugar. This has a little bit of maybe a little better made, but both still sell well. Both maybe applicable at the price range now. This used to be much more expensive, obviously, because it was at the height of it, the pinnacle of its sales. Now it's on the downturn of its sales, but still probably selling well because a lot of people with fragrances, if you know or you don't know, are very much or creatures of habit. So a lot of people won't do what I do, right? All this stuff. No, signature scent, it works. It's still on the market. Hey, I used to buy this at 70 bucks at Macy's. Now it's at discounters for 20 bucks. So I'm going to keep buying it. I'm going to buy maybe 3 bottles. So I have enough for my whole life. That's how it works. So still selling well to this day. Probably like my recommendation, this obviously not something in the office. Again, teenager, starter fragrance, casual use. And again, going back in time. So it's one of those fragrances that a lot of people that are going to click on this video will be like, oh yeah, I remember this fragrance. I used to wear this when I was a teenager. You know what? That reminds me. I want to buy a bottle of this. Then you'll find it at a discounter like Fragflex. And it'll be like, well, I don't know. I haven't clicked on Fragflex, so I don't want to undercut their pricing. But I would, honestly, as far as price tag, I wouldn't pay more than 30 bucks for this thing. This is a bargain bin release. It won't wow anybody, but it's just there. And it's a top seller, I'm assuming, for the Britney Spears line. Probably did really, really well. Yeah. Anyway, you can find this one at fragflex.com if you are looking. I do have a coupon code. It's TFG10. You get 10% off site-wide, so you don't have to buy this one. But if you're maybe interested in other Britney Spears scents or this one, or anything else on the website, honestly, you just pop in that code and you get an automatic 10% off win. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. And anybody that knows me, look, I'm not looking for cosigns. You don't have to defend this fragrance. If you love it, I'm sure a lot of my subscribers or people that are non-subscribers that are stumbling upon this have stories about this release. I'd love to hear them or see them. Type them up, put them in the comments below. And it's not because I want more people to bring this video up. And honestly, a video like this is not going to get the hits. Don't worry about that. But I'm looking at that kind of engagement between me and you, just to see. I love hearing those stories about any scent. It's really nice to see. And I know there's going to be a lot of people that started with this one are still going or getting this for their little girl or something like that. Yeah, and as always, a great report fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.